The Trade Federation institutes a blockade around the planet Naboo in response to the planet's opposition to taxation in the Galactic Republic. The blockade is secretly run by the Sith Order, hoping to undermine the Republic. Supreme Chancellor Valorum sends Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn and his apprentice Obi-Wan Kenobi to Naboo to negotiate with the Trade Federation. Surprised by the Jedi's arrival, the Federation launches an attack on Naboo, rescuing Amidala, the young queen of Naboo. Just as the Federation is about to force her to sign a treaty making their invasion legal, Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan flee with her, intending to get to Coruscant and the Galactic Senate. On the run, the Jedi and Queen Amidala are forced to land on the planet Tatooine. There they find a 9-year-old slave, Anakin Skywalker, who Qui-Gon believes may be the Chosen One. Qui-Gon helps Anakin earn his freedom, and they leave Tatooine with him. On Coruscant, Qui-Gon lobbies for Anakin to be accepted as a Jedi apprentice, but the Masters of the Order feel the boy is susceptible to the dark side of the Force and initially refuse. Qui-Gon takes it upon himself to train Anakin. The Jedi Council is forced to consider the possible return of the Sith when Qui-Gon shares the news of the attack on Naboo. Senator Palpatine is nominated as new Chancellor. During the Battle of Naboo, in which Amidala's troops and an army of native Gungans fight the Federation's droids, Qui-Gon Jinn is killed in a lightsaber battle with Darth Maul, apprentice to Darth Sidious, a Sith Lord orchestrating the downfall of the Galactic Republic. Obi-Wan Kenobi takes on the training of Anakin Skywalker in Qui-Gon's place. A decade after the battle for Naboo, a former Jedi Master named Count Dooku consolidates a separatist movement that threatens the Republic once again. Padme Amidala, now a senator representing Naboo, narrowly survives an attempt on her life and is placed under the protection of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. Although it is technically forbidden, Anakin marries Padme. At the same time, Palpatine is drawing Anakin even closer to the dark side, believing that without Palpatine to guide them, Padme will die. Anakin saves Palpatine's life and commits to the dark side, becoming the Sith apprentice, Darth Vader. At the Battle of Utapo, Obi-Wan Kenobi kills General Grievous, but the entire assault is a diversionary tactic by Chancellor Palpatine to separate Obi-Wan from Anakin and seduce the younger Jedi with the dark side of the Force. Skywalker discovers Palpatine is really the Sith leader of the evil anti-Republic Confederacy. Chancellor Palpatine delivers Order 66, a tightly orchestrated command to eradicate the Jedi from existence. Clone troops assassinate their Jedi generals, and Anakin himself kills the Jedi Temple's younglings, the future generation of Jedi Knights. On Mustafar, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader battle, with Obi-Wan severely injuring and dismembering Vader, leaving him badly burned and near death. Meanwhile, Yoda and Palpatine fight to a stalemate on Coruscant, and Palpatine declares himself the first Galactic Emperor. Vader is rescued and outfitted with several devices to keep him alive. Obi-Wan brings Padme safely to the asteroid Polis Massa, where she gives birth to twins Luke and Leia, before passing away. Luke is sent to Tatooine to live with Anakin's stepbrother Owen Lars and his wife, while Leia is adopted by Senator Bail Organa of Alderaan. A generation later, Leia, now a rebel leader and princess of Alderaan, is intercepted by Imperial forces while in possession of plans for the Death Star, an Imperial starcraft capable of planetary destruction. She received them thanks to the efforts at the Battle of Scarif, where Jyn Erso, Baze Malbus, Chirrut Imwe, Captain Cassian Andor, and Bodhi Rook gave their lives for the information. Leia is able to embed the plans into R2-D2's memory before sending the droid to Tatooine in an escape pod along with C-3PO. There, the droids are eventually bought by Luke Skywalker. Luke follows the droids after R2-D2 runs away, eventually meeting his father's old Jedi Master. Luke goes with Obi-Wan Kenobi to Mos Eisley, where the two hire the Millennium Falcon and its crew Han Solo and Chewbacca to take them to Alderaan, where they believe Leia to be. En route, the ship is apprehended and taken to the Death Star. Rescuing Leia, Luke, Han, and Chewbacca escape the Death Star with the droids after Obi-Wan sacrifices his life, but the ship carries the homing device that alerts the Empire to the Rebel position on Yavin 4. In a daring attempt to destroy the Death Star before it can destroy their base, rebels, including Luke Skywalker, take to their X and Y-wing starfighters in the Battle of Yavin 4. Skywalker is successful in destroying the space station using the Force to guide a destructive shot. 3 years later, the Battle of Hoth cost countless rebel lives as the new rebel base on the icy planet is overrun by Imperial troops. Luke travels to the Dagobah system to study with Master Yoda, in hiding since the execution of Order 66, and complete his training. Meanwhile, Darth Vader puts a bounty on the Millennium Falcon. Among those who take him up on the offer is Boba Fett, son of the clone troop model Jango Fett. Han Solo, unaware Boba Fett is tracking him, makes his way to the planet Bespin, where his friend Lando Calrissian is in charge of Cloud City, a mining colony. Calrissian is forced into a deal with the Empire, and Han is frozen in carbonite before being given to Fett. Luke arrives at Cloud City in time to confront Darth Vader, who reveals he is Luke's father. Vader cuts off Luke's hand in battle. Luke escapes and is fitted with a robotic replacement hand after his rescue. Luke, Leia, Lando, Chewbacca, C-3PO, and R2-D2 follow Han, frozen in carbonite, to Tatooine, where Jabba the Hutt is keeping him as a trophy. They manage to rescue him while narrowly escaping both a Rancor and the dreaded pit of the Sarlacc. Following Han's rescue, Luke returns to the Dagobah system to complete his Jedi training, where he witnesses Yoda become one with the Force. The Rebel Alliance discovers that plans are underway to create a new Death Star and launch an attack on the station's shield generators on the forest moon of Endor. A plan is set in motion to destroy destroy them and the new space station. Darth Vader shows Luke the new Death Star as part of his attempt to get him to join the dark side. Luke refuses. Emperor Palpatine attempts to kill Luke, but Vader comes to his son's aid and kills Palpatine, sacrificing his own life in the process. As the Empire reels from the defeat of its Death Stars, the Rebel Alliance consolidates itself into the New Republic, the chief military leader of which is Leia Organa. The leaders of the struggling Empire plan a summit on Akiva to discuss the future of their regiment. From the ashes of the Empire, the First Order, an authoritarian state with the same Sith-backed philosophy as the Empire, is formed. Luke Skywalker attempts to reform the Jedi Order by training Padawans including Ben Solo, the young son of Han Solo and Leia Organa. Ben, turning to the dark side, burns Luke's temple and massacres the other students, remaking himself as Kylo Ren, servant of the First Order and leader of the Knights of Ren. The First Order sets about a cross-galaxy search operation to find Luke Skywalker. In the village of Tuanul on the planet Jakku, First Order stormtroopers including FN-2187, Finn, who deserts, sack the town because they believe someone there has information about Luke's whereabouts. Rey, a scavenger from the planet Jakku, becomes embroiled in the First Order resistance war when she finds the droid BB-8 and rescues him from becoming scrap. After realizing she is strong with the Force, Rey herself begins seeking out Luke Skywalker. Kylo Ren kills his father Han Solo in an attempt to become stronger with the dark side. Rey finds Luke on the remote planet Ahch-To, where he is living as a hermit in his guilt over Ben Solo's turn. After beginning her Jedi training with Luke, Rey leaves to go redeem Kylo Ren, who betrays the leader of the First Order and tries to get Rey to rule alongside him. When she refuses, Kylo becomes the new supreme leader of the First Order. After an exhausting battle in which he covers the retreat of the last of the Resistance, Luke, still on the planet Ahch-To, dies and becomes one with the Force. Now, learn the end of the Skywalker saga and watch Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker.